So if any of you are like me, you've probably gone on and taken a lot of continuing education, learning all different techniques, skills, different tools. Some people offering skills on evaluation and planning and some not. But what you still seem to run into is that some people get better, some people get worse, some people don't change at all. And you don't have a really good systematic way of determining why that may be. Why is this person getting stuck? Why is this person doing really well? COVID's really pointed out that many of our clients are struggling. There are different aspects of their life that are not going well. And the reality is we just don't oftentimes feel prepared. Unless maybe you're in psychology, you'd be prepared. But many of the rest of us that work in rehabilitation don't really know how do we best support this person who has all these different things that are going on. And they have these thoughts and these emotions that affect them physically, not just on these psychological and social domains. And this is an area that's been missed in many different systematic approaches to rehabilitation up to this point. So on top of this, you're getting a lot of pressure from above that you got to be able to perform at a certain expected level. The problem is how they're measuring your success is based on outcomes that isn't really relevant to the case that's in front of you. How many times do your patients tell me, well, I don't know how to fill this out because it's not really relevant to me? Maybe it's time that we actually develop a system that personalizes questions and looks at different processes that are actually specific to the patient or the client in front of you and allows you to be able to measure not just kind of these long-term sort of evaluation and progress notes sort of outcomes, but also how do you make sure that as you're going along, you don't need to pivot in the approach that you're taking. And this is why we developed the Human Rehabilitation Framework, a comprehensive, systematic way of looking at all the changing needs of the person in front of you, allowing you to be flexible and adaptable, being able to change in a moment's notice to anything that arises and make sure you don't miss anything, and also make sure that you don't get lost in the weeds while you're trying to sort through all the different problems that may be presented. Now, this system covers all the different domains of rehabilitation, whether you work in orthopedics, sports, neuro, pain, pelvic, pediatrics, geriatrics. It doesn't matter what you're doing. This system will help you to better serve the individuals you are trying to serve. It also doesn't matter what discipline you come from, whether you're a physical therapist, occupational therapist, athletic trainer, chiropractor, physician, nurse. We've designed this system so that it meets you where you are at, maximizes what your discipline has available to you, as well as teach you language that allows you to be able to speak across disciplines so you can better communicate about the case and better case manage as a team. So I hope by watching this video that you've been inspired to maybe want to consider growing in some of the areas that we discussed. If that's the case, we have both free resources available at hrfhome.com, which is where the Human Rehabilitation Framework will have free open source resources as well as a research community. And also consider visiting dynamicprinciples.com, which has a full series of courses on how do you implement the Human Rehabilitation Framework in your practice.